Hey guys, Michael Stillwell here from Stillwell Pianos in Mesa, Arizona, and I'm sitting in front of a Schimmel 175. It was built in 1986 and it measures 5'9" from the very front to the very back. Now, we got this piano in really good condition, but we did go through and buff the entire cabinet, get all those surface scratches out, those little swirly scratches you see on pianos a lot of times. Same with all the hardware, we buffed all of that. Casters, pedals, all that. We cleaned the soundboard, cleaned the strings, pulled the action, cleaned that, lubricated all of that. And then we did a concert regulation, voicing, and tuning on the piano, and it turned out really, really nice. This thing looks brand new. You would never know it was made in 1986, which is, you know, what am I, I'm 37 today, so it's 36 years old. And this is in really, really good shape. You would never know it's 36 years old. We don't really start rebuilding pianos till they're about 80, so you got quite a bit of time with this one before it would need anything major. But if you've watched our channel before, you know that I talk about Mason and Hamlin a lot. And that's because that's my favorite brand, and I have one in my house. But my favorite European brand is Schimmel. And the reason is because a lot of times when you're playing of the American brands, you know, you have like the 5 greats, so Baldwin, Mason, Hamlin, Knabe, Chickerings, and Steinway. Those pianos tend to be a little bit brighter sounding, or kind of punchy, kind of gritty, kind of like muscle cars, I always say. Whereas the Mason and Hamlin, which is my favorite of those 5, is a little bit warmer typically, and the sound kind of envelops all around you, and that's what Schimmel does. Schimmel pianos are extremely smooth. So the big difference between American pianos and German pianos is the German pianos tend to be really warm and velvety smooth, whereas when we have a warm American piano, we tend to have a little bit of bite when we really hit it hard. We'll get kind of that bright, kind of raspy, graspy sound. Whereas with the German pianos, it's just like really, really smooth, clean, pure, think like glassy, watery look or sound. Which is not very descriptive, but I'll show you instead. So on this piano, another really cool thing about getting a Schimmel is that Schimmels are extremely precise, especially if you're playing jazz and you need your notes to just be executed the second you release your finger off the note or off the key, or when you release your foot off the pedal. The note just dies instantly, which is really, really helpful when you're So it's just they kill immediately, which is very helpful for jazz. Sorry, I don't play jazz. Unfortunately, Giovanni, who normally plays here, couldn't make it today, so I'm filling in. Another really cool thing about Schimmels is they're really, really pure up here. So listen how soft and sweet I can play up here. I'll play a little bit here in the middle section. So can you hear how clean and pure this is? A lot of times when you go into cheaper pianos, it kind of gets muddy in here. All the notes kind of blend together, whereas here it's a lot more clean, open. And you don't have kind of that like metallic-y, kind of messy sound that you get sometimes from more entry-level pianos. Schimmels have Renner actions as well, which is what we use when we rebuild pianos, when we rebuild our Mason, Hamlin, Steinways, Knabe's, Chickerings stuff, what we do here in our store. We always use Renner actions, and that's what comes in these standard. So I'm going to play a little bit and we'll just kind of fade the video out. But guys, if you have any questions about this particular piano or any other piano on our website, always feel free to shoot me an email at michael@stillwellpianos.com. Thanks for watching, guys. 1.